Cardinals at the top of the hour after the loss to Montana Tech earlier this week. Voice of the Grizzlies, Riley Corcoran, talked with head coach Travis DeCure. We'll shoot it to that now.
Catch up with head coach Travis DeCure. Coach, just first off, your initial thoughts. Tech came in here. They came in swinging and obviously made enough shots to win, but your initial thoughts on this
good
one?
Good team, man. They've won over, I think, 22 games the last 5 years in a row. They expect to win. Hats off to Coach. He did a phenomenal job getting them ready. They showed us some wrinkles early that we hadn't seen in their last few games. They executed very well offensively. Once they got confidence, the hoop got big, which is what happens when you get going. And we just had a hard time slowing them down.
Coach, how tough was it to find the rotations? Of course, Tyler Thompson not available tonight. We saw Money Williams a bit, ailed a bit, Tyler Isaac at times. How hard was it for you to just find the right five on the floor who was available?
We talk about opportunity all the time, right? And you know, you always got to stay ready for when guys are hurt or not available. And you got to make the most of your opportunity. We didn't do that tonight, but that's all of us. It's not an individual thing. Their guys were ready to go. Their coaches did a phenomenal job tonight. They outperformed us, in every seat on the bench.
One bright spot, of course, Tajon Sawyer. He got the message, of course. 23 points, 12 rebounds. What'd you like most from what he gave you as he played 36 minutes tonight?
Well, we got away from the post touches. We saw quite a few doubles our last few games and didn't execute out of the double very well, and that minimized, him and Kenyon as well down low, and we came in a lot more prepared to score inside because our advantages are in the paint, really. We just did not do a good job making shots on the perimeter, but once again, you just got to defend better. You shouldn't have to score 82 points to win games.
Coach, it's fresh right now, but what do you hope this can do for you? Big Sky Conference play is what it's all about. That starts January 1st. What do you hope that tonight can maybe do for your team moving?
I hope, I see and feel more sense of urgency from top to bottom, from me all the way down. We just have to have a more urgent basketball team. We were playing slow. They were playing fast. And until we were down, we never really had tempo. We got to start games like that regardless to who we're playing.
Final one for you. You go to Louisville on Saturday, of course, a daunting task, top 15 team in the country. But just give us kind of the early look because you guys will go face one of the best teams in America.
Incredible basketball team. Obviously they're missing one of their better players the other night. I don't know, whether they'll have him or not, but score a ton of points, and we're going to have to find a way to slow them down.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Best of luck on Louisville Saturday.
Go Grizz.
That was head coach Travis DeCure.
Welcome back in, and yeah, you heard it there from Travis DeCure, obviously taking a lick earlier this week, but excited to go against a very good Louisville Cardinals squad. We'll take a quick break and be back with a little more from the pregame show on the Montana Grizzly Radio Network by Learfield.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Did you know that Tire-Rama offers more than just tire services? Our expert technicians take care of other vehicle needs like belts and hoses, brakes, check engine diagnostics, oil changes, wheel alignments, and more. It's all about our dedication to keep our customers' vehicles running smoothly so they can travel with peace of mind. When it comes to your vehicle needs, Tire-Rama's got you covered. Find your neighborhood Tire-Rama and see a list of services at TireRama.com. Tire-Rama, more than just a tire store.
The Grizz Home Team is a group of Montana-owned and operated businesses that help to build the communities that we are proud to call home. Sweet Pea Sewer and Septic, True Green Lawn Care, Montana Glass, Williams Plumbing and Construction, and Garden City Paint and Glass are the proud members of the Grizz Home Team. Grizz Athletics encourages you to choose these longtime supporters of the community we know and love. For local service you can trust, visit gogrizz.com/home team.
Everything Montana Grizzlies can be heard on The Daily Drive with Ace Sour Wine on 92.7 FM KGRZ. Monday through Fridays beginning at 5 p.m. I'll have some of the biggest names in Montana athletics on, including head coach of the Grizzlies football team, Bobby Haupt, athletic director Ken Haslam, and the voice of the Grizz, Riley Corcoran. 5 to 6 Monday through Fridays on KGRZ 92.7 FM, KGRZMissoula.com, and the KGRZ mobile app.
Welcome back into the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky. The number 11 ranked Louisville Cardinals, the next opponent of the Montana Grizzlies. Montana, of course, gearing up. This is their final contest before Big Sky Conference play. The real season begins, just as Riley said when he was talking to head coach Travis DeCure. That's what this whole offseason or the whole preseason, early season schedule is made to do. Especially for the mid-majors and conferences like the Big Sky. So the University of Montana here, I mentioned this up and down non-conference schedule. Well, they get thrown right into the heat of fire, excuse me, because Northern Arizona is going to be their first matchup. That is on January 1st. So they start 2026 with a good team before playing a great team. Northern Colorado is the team that stands on January 3rd. So this team in the Grizzlies that are hampered down with injuries, newcomers still acclimating, everything like that, they're going to get tested early because that Big Sky title game rematch in Missoula on January 3rd is going to be an absolute heavyweight bout, and certainly is a game which you should get your tickets for now because the Bears are going to come in and give the Grizzlies everything they can handle, and that can be an early indication of how conference play is going to go for both of those sides. The Grizz then will take their first trip, just a short one, over to Moscow and Cheney to play Idaho and Eastern Washington the next week before the first of the basketball versions of the Brawl of the Wild on January 17th in Bozeman. Speaking of games in Bozeman, it's going to be hard to avoid the one that we are on the precipice of just a little bit down the line. Starting at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, it'll be the University of Montana versus the Bobcats in Bozeman. Brawl of the Wild 2.0, Super Brawl, whatever you want to call it. That's where Voice of the Grizz, Riley Corcoran, is now. He's getting ready for that one, which is undoubtedly, in my mind, the biggest game in the state of Montana's sporting history. It's hard to find one bigger than that. You can listen to it all right here. Don't have to change the dial, whether you're on the Varsity app. You just switch over to the football broadcast or wherever you're listening on the radio. Just stay with us. You're going to be chock full of Grizz athletics for the next, let me do some math here, 7 hours, 5 hours, something like that, because as soon as this game wraps up, you'll be on for the pregame show for Grizz football. It is going to be an absolute battle, and I'm sure many of you listening right now are just hoping to get distracted for a few hours from the nerves that may be running into the Brawl of the Wild 2.0. Big Sky men's basketball, you take a look at the rest of the teams and just in general how they're doing. Northern Colorado, mentioned they got a 9-2 squad this year. They're undefeated at home. They're playing really good. Idaho, you got to put up the respect for what their second-year head coach is doing in Moscow, continuing to make that program really formidable. They've played really well. They started off with a win over Wazoo, their Palouse rival, and, they've just kept it going, 7-4 record. For the Vandals, Portland State's put a good squad together this year. They're 6-4. Idaho State is 7-5. The Grizz sitting right at that 500 mark at 6-6, and thus they're kind of right in the middle of the records of all the Big Sky teams. Northern Arizona 5-6, as is Weber State. Montana State 5-7, but they have some big wins. That's kind of what is going to be really intriguing when they do match up on the court for the first time, the Bobcats and the Grizz, because you're just trying to figure out, which version of each of the squads is going to show up. Sacramento State at 4-6, and Eastern Washington rounding out the Big Sky Conference at 2-9. I mentioned there is plenty to talk about today because many other teams will be in action on the men's basketball side of things, other than obviously, the Big Sky clash on the gridiron today. The other games going on today, none of them we're going to really be able to have an update for you because they don't start until we're probably wrapped here. But Denver and Northern Colorado battle in an in-state rivalry there in Greeley. Eastern Washington plays at Utah at 4 today. Sacramento State is at California Baptist over in Riverside, California. Portland State plays Tulane. That's kind of an interesting matchup, kind of like Grizz basketball right now. Tulane basketball, they got a home matchup, but the big tilt for them is obviously their debut in the college football playoff happening today, Tulane Green Wave. And then Weber State rounds out the slate of men's basketball in the Big Sky Conference today. They host Utah Tech. The Trailblazers are up in Ogden. We'll take another quick break on the pregame show here. We're closing in on the University of Montana at number 11 ranked Louisville. This is Montana Grizzly basketball from Learfield.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Big things are happening at the University of Montana. We pioneered higher education in this state in 1893, and our unbridled curiosity and creativity are unmatched on either side of the Rockies. Here, an education is more than a degree. It's lived learning. From top-ranked research activities to hands-on conservation, Grizzlies are making a more vibrant future right here in Montana. Because what's made in Montana is remaking the world. Learn more at meet.umontana.edu.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
At Community Medical Center in Missoula, we know that accidents and illnesses don't wait for a convenient time. That's why our emergency room is open 24/7 with highly trained doctors, nurses, and staff ready when you need them most. From sudden injuries to serious symptoms, we're here to provide expert emergency care fast. Day or night, weekday or weekend, we're always just around the corner. Check ER wait times anytime at communitymed.org. Community Medical Center, helping you live your healthiest life.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Are you feeling like your competitors are leaving you in the dust? Your product and service is unmatched, yet all of your competitors are getting all the attention. You've poured your heart into creating something amazing, and now who's going to tell the world, and more importantly, show them? We get it, and that's exactly what Whoosh Productions does. We help incredible businesses like yours finally showcase their greatness. Whoosh Productions, WHOOSH Productions.com.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Welcome back in. University of Louisville and the University of Montana about to do battle. Louisville 9-2 record on the season. Let's learn a little bit more about the Grizzlies' opponents today. I already mentioned second-year head coach Pat Kelsey. This is a squad that had an abysmal 2 years. From in the 2022-2023 season, they went 4-28, 2-18, got dead last in the ACC. 1 year later, not much of an improvement. 8-24, 3-17 in the ACC, dead last. But then they get Pat Kelsey, a second-year head coach. He most recently coached at the College of Charleston and led them to the NCAA tournament and clearly showed up in Kentucky and immediately brought this Louisville back to the pedigree that they expect from their men's basketball program. 27-8 record last year. They went 18-2, tied for second in the ACC before being upset in the first round of the NCAA tournament. This year, they've come out and they look like they might be even better than last year's squad. A 9-2 record. They dropped the opening exhibition to Kansas, who was ranked number 19 in the country at the time, before starting off the season winning 8 straight games. Bucknell, South Carolina State, Jackson State, a victory over a big rivalry in the Bluegrass State over number 9 ranked Kentucky. They won that one by 96 to 88, so by 8 points. They beat Ohio, and here's the thing about these contests. Those first 5 matchups, Bucknell, South Carolina, Jackson State, Kentucky, Ohio, the lowest they scored was 96 points, and that was against Kentucky. This is a very offensively fueled team. Then they started to slow up. People started figuring them out a little bit. They did get wins over Cincinnati and Eastern Michigan. They only dropped 74 in the game against Cincinnati. That is the lowest they've scored all year. Then they went back to getting triple digits, 104 over New Jersey Institute of Technology, NJIT, before facing their first loss of the year. That was in Fayetteville versus number 25 ranked Arkansas. They lost by 9 before bouncing back with a good victory over number 22 ranked Indiana. They beat Memphis, scoring nearly 100 against the Tigers, and then they had the loss earlier this week against Tennessee. That one, actually, so I'll amend what I said. Cincinnati was the lowest they scored. They did drop 62 against Tennessee. They got locked down defensively, and that is going to be a huge key for the Grizz today. Can you stop some of this offensive firepower? Michael Brown Jr., one of the best freshmen in the country. He was number 7 ranked coming out of high school, and he's shown it immediately. Nearly 17 points a game for Michael Brown Jr. Then you take the 4-time transfer in Ryan Conwell, 3-time transfer, scoring nearly 20 a game. They also have Isaac McNeely, who drops about 11 per contest. Sanandu Fru, the German big, who scores 10 points per game. And then Adrian Woolley out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a 9.4 points per game product as well. So, in total, this Louisville squad, on average, scores 91.4 points per game. The Grizz certainly has some offensive firepower. Maybe it's a little bit weighted because of the high margin they had against Northwest Indian College, Salish Kootenai College. UNLV, though, dropping 102 on the Runnin' Rebels certainly isn't an easy task. But 91.4 points per game compared to 83.2 points per game. They are also holding opponents to under 70 points per game, this Louisville squad. We'll take one more quick break, and when we come back, it'll be time for Grizz basketball from Louisville, Kentucky. You're listening to the Grizzly Radio Network by Learfield.
Who says you can't have variety and a good value? With Pizza Hut's lunch buffet, now you can have both. Fill up on a variety of pizzas, pasta, salad, and dessert. Available at your Missoula Brooks Pizza Hut location. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See store for details.
No matter what you can imagine, no matter what you can possibly dream, no matter what your heart desires, Jewelry Design Center can make it for you.
We have fixed everything from eyeglasses to Super Bowl MVP trophies to all types of jewelry. When people are able to come in and watch things be worked on, watch their pieces, and be able to talk to the actual people that are going to be doing it, it gives such a confidence and an appreciation for what that is. They can do anything.
Jewelry Design Center, your jeweler for life.
Hey Grizz fans, this is Riley Corcoran, the voice of the Grizz, with Casey Robinson of Windermere Real Estate, who's not only a real estate pro, but also was a defensive end on the 95 championship team.
With over 20 years in the game, I'm your go-to for commercial and investment properties in Western Montana. Give me a call, 406-370-7333.
That's 406-370-7333.
Montana hunters and anglers get the most out of their Saturday mornings by starting with the Montana Outdoor Radio Show. Airing on over 25 radio stations around the state, it's Montana's go-to source for hunting and fishing news. Reports from across the state, weekly updates from Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, prize giveaways, and more. Always live, always entertaining. The Montana Outdoor Radio Show with the captain and his crew. Saturday mornings from 6 till 8 in Missoula on News Talk KGVO, FM 98.3 and AM 1290, and on the KGVO mobile app.
Planning your next party or event? Call the party professionals at Montana Party Time, because your guests deserve the best. From elegant tents, tables and chairs, fine china, and more. Make your wedding or event memorable. Call or visit us at MissoulaEventRental.com. Montana Party Time, because your guests deserve the best.
On the Grizzly Sports Network from Learfield, Grizzly Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Elevates to the rim. Oh my goodness. An emphatic throwdown. Grizz down by 1. Money Williams for the lead. Grizz got it. Jenkins picks off the pass. Watch out below. Jenkins with the slam. And they steal it away. To the rim. He scores.
Let's go courtside. Here is Scott Gladstone.
Welcome back in. Scott Gladstone here, filling in for Riley Corcoran, who, of course, will be on the call for the Super Brawl later today on the Gridiron in Bozeman. But for now, we get ready for University of Montana versus University of Louisville basketball. And I already have some great news for Grizz fans. Tyler Thompson back in the starting lineup after missing the contest earlier this week. Tyler Thompson, 8.7 points per game. He was a game-time decision, and he is in. The only for sure out is Courtney Anderson. Anderson, the redshirt sophomore out of Vallejo, California, unavailable today as he will surely be missed. 5.7 points per game for Courtney Anderson Jr., the 6'5 product there. On the other side for Louisville, let's go over their starting 5 real quick. It's Javon Hadley, who scores 9.6 points per game. Hadley, a 6-year product out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Ryan Conwell, already mentioned him and his nearly 20 points per game. Isaac McNeely, Adrian Woolley, and Senandu Fru are the other members of this Louisville starting 5. For the Montana Grizzlies, with Tyler Thompson back in alongside him, Tyler Isaac, Money Williams, Kenyon Aguino, as well as Tejan Sawyer. That is the starting 5 for the Montana Grizzlies, of course, led in big part by Money Williams and his nearly 20 points a game. The battle between the two is going to be exciting, as him and Ryan Conwell both have so much firepower. We're nearly ready to go here from Louisville, Kentucky, as the tip-off just about to happen here. Once again, starting 5, Williams, Thompson, Isaac, Awino, Sawyer for Montana. On the other side, Hadley, Conwell, McNeely, Woolley, and Fru. And I will say there was also a decision made on the other side as the tip is off. We are underway at 10:01 Mountain Time here in Louisville. Of course, it's noon Eastern, getting going in the KFC Yum Center. The Grizz win the opening tip, and it's Money Williams with the basketball. Sawyer now grabs it before it goes to Isaac. Isaac looking for options. And now down to the low block. Awino, New Mexico native, working, goes up against it and just misses it, fighting for the offensive rebound. Eventually, it goes to Louisville, who is fouled. That's number 3, Ryan Conwell, who hits the deck. Foul called on the Grizz. Awino with the first miss there. Like I was saying, big news in that Michael Brown Jr. out today. So that stellar freshman I mentioned from Orlando, Florida, number 7 ranked in the country, just received word he is obviously here and on the sideline, as there's a handoff and a slam dunk by Javon Hadley. 2-0 Louisville with the first bucket. That was a great dish from the low block to a slashing Hadley who slammed it in. Nobody was anywhere close to him. Money Williams now looking down low to Owino. Owino can't handle it, and it's a turnover for the Grizzlies. Woolley pushes the fast break. He's guarded by Williams. Now kicked out to Hadley. Hadley gets it to McNeely, who's back, and now a three-pointer by the lefty, and Sawyer tries to corral the rebound. Eventually, it is navigated by the Grizzlies, knocked out of bounds by Louisville, 2-0 in favor of Louisville right now. Just a minute and a half into play. Owino sets a pick there for Isaac, who gets it off to Williams. Now Sawyer sets a pick for Williams. Money Williams looking for option. Good adjustment, but just couldn't get the roll. A little bit too hard off glass, and then it rolled awkwardly off the rim. There's a block. Sawyer, I think, was the one who got his hands to it to reject Ryan Conwell. Now Thompson with it. Back to Thompson after a touch by Williams. Thompson looking for options. Nearly has it taken away. Ball on the ground. Kicked out. Isaac for three. And it just rims out. Owino fighting for the offensive board, but it's grabbed by Conwell. 2-0 Louisville. 17:50 to go here. Ball being worked around. And now kick out for three. Hadley. Hadley can't get it to go. Hadley is a .478 three-point percentage shooter. And so kind of a rare miss there, but it was a decent defense. Owino now down, working on the low block. Being guarded by McNeely. Owino again. Hook shot, got it. With a little bit of contact, he puts it in, and it's 2-2. The Grizz all square with the Cardinals. 17:15 to go in half number one. Just 7 points, for Owino versus Montana Tech. They look right away that that's going to be a clear route they're going to go. This one is a lob up to Frew, the junior out of Berlin, Germany, who finishes it off. He was getting fronted there by Sawyer, and a good pass into him is enough to convert the bucket. 4-2 Louisville. Quick release by Thompson. Can't get it to go for the Grizzlies. Rebound goes to McNeely. McNeely working up the court, kicking it out, and nobody took a touch on that one. Just a little bit on a different page there. As Sanandu Frew, the last bucket, that's the difference right now. A four-star recruit out of the German Basketball League where he played last year. And there's a couple of these guys that are international on the Louisville squad that are listed as juniors eligibility-wise because they have played some time in international ball. This is a great offensive play drawn up, but the pass just deflected out of the hands of Owino, who was looking for a wide-open Sawyer, who would have had a pretty good chance. Now looking for options. McNeely for three, and he drains it for Louisville. The senior guard out of Poco, West Virginia, makes it 7-2 Louisville. McNeely, a .388 three-point shooter. Money Williams, kick out. Thompson for three. Thompson answers. Tyler Thompson. Good to have both him and Isaac. They can shoot the three ball pretty well. But Thompson converts from downtown as Louisville takes possession. 7-5. Three-pointer on the way. The other side, a scramble for the rebound, and it's pulled down by the Grizzlies' Tyler Thompson the other way. So Grizz down by 2 right now. Money Williams looking for options. Steps through, puts it up. Can't have the finishing touches. Good defense as he was smothered there by the by the Louisville defense. This one knocked out of bounds. And it is out of bounds, and we'll take a quick break as the Grizz down 7-5 here. After the first couple minutes, they're staying with number 11 Louisville. This is the Grizzly Basketball Network by Learfield.
Who says you can't have variety and a good value? With Pizza Hut's lunch buffet, now you can have both. Fill up on a variety of pizzas, pasta, salad, and dessert. Available at your Missoula Brooks Pizza Hut location. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See store for details.
This is Riley Corcoran, the voice of the Grizz, with Brent Wahlberg of Windermere Real Estate. Brent, tell us about your team.
Hey there, Riley. As avid Grizz fans and supporters of athletics, you know you've got the Wahlberg team here to help you with all of your real estate needs. We're a family-based team, and I personally have over 25 years of market experience.
You can contact Brent at 406-529-4663.
Every weekend, Diane Beck and Becky Peterson, the Beck and Beck team at Windermere Real Estate, present Missoula Real Estate Today on News Talk KGVO. The Beck and Beck team provides years of local experience for your real estate transaction and bring you guests that provide useful information on products and services available in our community on Missoula Real Estate Today. Saturday mornings from 8 till 8:30 and replayed Sunday mornings from 10:30 till 11 on News Talk KGVO, FM 98.3 and AM 1290, and on the free KGVO mobile app.
Planning your next party or event? Call the party professionals at Montana Party Time because your guests deserve the best. From elegant tents, tables and chairs, fine china, and more. Make your wedding or event memorable. Call or visit us at MissoulaEventRental.com. Montana Party Time because your guests deserve the best.
Welcome back in. The University of Montana right now are trailing Louisville 7-5 in the early going, but hanging right with the Cardinals, number 11 ranked in the country, 15-19 to go in the first half here. Louisville 7, Montana 5. Thompson's three-pointer just a moment ago was big. Owino has the other bucket for the University of Montana. Really not a lot of stoppages there in that early going. There was just one foul called on the Grizzlies. That was on Sawyer, but other than that, there has been no other fouls called and no free throws taken because that just happened right in the middle of the court. So as of right now, these two teams playing a pretty fluid first 5 or so minutes as we're just about ready to get back at it. Grizz 2 for 7 from the field in the first 4.5 minutes. As head coach Pat Kelsey mentioned in his second year, he was the ACC Coach of the Year last year, won 2 Big South Tournament titles for Charleston, has 5 NCAA tournament appearances in his coaching career, an Xavier product, which, I'm sure that took a moment for everybody to get used to. Certainly Xavier and Louisville don't get along super well on the basketball court in general, but they'll be able to deal with it. Certainly Louisville will, knowing what he's brought to this program as we're back underway. 15:15 to go. Trap in the corner by the Grizz, but they get out of it as it's passed to Ali Khalifa, the big out of Egypt, who gets it now here, and he kicks it out to a wide-open Cardinal who splashes it in for 3. Adrian Woolley from downtown. It's 10-5 Louisville. Great assist there by the 7-footer Khalifa. 10-5, Louisville with the lead. Grizz with the basketball right now, as this is Brooklyn Hicks with the basketball. He drives, looks for Sawyer, and eventually goes out off of the Cardinals. It wasn't the best of passes. Grizz are maybe a little bit lucky there to get away without a turnover. Brooklyn Hicks onto the floor now. Seattle, Washington native. One of the top recruits in the state of Washington, Mr. Basketball, his senior year at a Timberline High School in Lacey, Washington. He has the ball now, gets it out to Thompson. Thompson off balance, three-pointer. Holy smokes! Thompson, what a shot! That was an incredibly acrobatic attempt. The footwork, the step back, got it to go as it just set on the rim for a second and then drifted through. It's 10-8. This one, a foul, can't get it to go. As Louisville will have some free throws. Oh, my goodness, Thompson, just thinking back, the shot clock was expiring, and he just launched it up, fading away off 1 foot. What an asset. And Tyler Thompson is for this Grizz squad. Love having him in the lineup as the first free throw by Javon Hadley is good. Javon Hadley, 1 year in Northwestern. Then he went to Indian Hills Community College in the state of Iowa, which is a JUCO, and then 2 years at the University of Colorado before coming to Louisville. This is his 6th year of college basketball if you accumulate all of those together, and he makes both free throws. It's 12-8. Even if you take out the JUCO year, as this is turned over, stolen by Khalifa. Now back to Khalifa on the low block. If you take out the JUCO year for Hadley, he has played 117 games of basketball now. The 7-footer, Khalifa takes a three-pointer. It's off back iron. Rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 12-8 Louisville. 13:45 to go here in the KFC Yum Center here in downtown Louisville. That ball taken away from Owino. Headed the other way. Owino's been harassed on the low block when they've tried to get him the ball thus far. Money Williams swipes that one, and it goes off of Louisville. What a savvy steal by the veteran junior guard for the Grizzlies. Money Williams just slaps that one out of Hadley's hands, and then it rolls off his lower body and eventually trickles out and goes to the Grizz. At least so the refs say. Certainly Montana will take that call. You're already seeing so much more in this early going as compared to what the Grizz put forth against the Ordigers on Wednesday night. Now looking for options is Money Williams. Tied for the most 30-plus point games in the league as this one bobbled and lost out of bounds by Caden Betts, the redshirt junior from Pueblo, Colorado. Turnover by the Grizzlies once again. For the Grizzlies, that is 5 turnovers on the day compared to 2 by Louisville. Certainly want to trim that down. Louisville with the basketball, up 12-8 right now. 13 minutes to go. Kick out by Hadley. Good rotation around the perimeter by Louisville. This is Khalifa with it. Now looking. Three-pointer on the way by Conwell. A high back iron rebound grabbed by Isaac, who leads the fast break. Isaac now looking for options. Takes a foul. Missed the shot, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Isaac on the season, the Danville, California native, and 8.37 free throw shooter. Five points on Wednesday against Montana Tech. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a half triple-double. Makes the first free throw, or whatever you want to call it, a triple half-double. Sounds like something you'd order at a fast food restaurant, so I won't try anymore. 12-9 in favor of Louisville. One more free throw coming from Isaac. Played 7 games for Cal Baptist. Went to the JUCO level, played for Citrus College, where he was a great ball player. And got the offer from the University of Montana. Makes the second free throw. It's 12-10. Louisville leads as Isaac checks out. Grizzly full court press here. Then back off a little bit from it as Conwell will bring it up the floor. Looking around for options now. Kick out. Hadley will try a three-pointer. Hadley splashes it in. Hadley mentioned he's near 500 from three-point land, and he shows it right there. 15-10. Louisville leads. 12:20 to go in the first half. Looking for options. Aguino gets it. He'll hand it off to Money Williams, and we're just seeing a smothering defense right now by Louisville, and eventually the foul called for an infringement upon the cylinder of Williams. Hadley called for it, I believe. Ball inbounded to Williams. Ooh, nearly another foul there. Conwell's playing him tough. Williams takes some contact, misses it, no foul called. Louisville pushing it the other way. Louisville up by 5 here. Physical defense being played by Grant Kepley. And out of bounds, Kepley earns a possession for the Grizzlies. Gotta love it. From the 2024-25 GNAC Freshman of the Year at Western Washington, the transfer comes in, and he immediately brings some physicality to the contest for the University of Montana defense. It's Grizz basketball down 5. We'll take another quick break. This is Grizzly basketball brought to you by Learfield.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Montana is a place full of heart. At Providence Heart Institute, we believe every one of those hearts deserves expert, personalized care close to home. Our award-winning team offers more services than any other in Western Montana, including the most advanced diagnostics and innovative procedures, with support for each patient throughout their journey. We care for the heart of Montana.
No matter what you can imagine, no matter what you can possibly dream, Jewelry Design Center can make it for you.
Really helpful when you're working with people that actually make it, because they might be able to give ideas that you didn't even know was possible. A bit of a collaboration that ends, whether it's buying something out of the case that's ready to go, or customizing it, or starting from scratch and literally creating a drawing and your own personal vision.
Come visit at 2501 Brook Street. Jewelry Design Center, your jeweler for life.
Welcome back here. It's 15-10. Louisville with the lead. 11:56 to go here in the first half between number 11 ranked Cardinals and your Montana Grizzlies. Montana 6-6 right now, and shooting 33% from the field, just 3 for 9. Do have 2 free throws to go for, but the 5 turnovers certainly looming pretty large. Tyler Thompson with 2 3-pointers. That is monster. He has 6 points. And on the other side, Javon Hadley has 7 for Louisville. University of Montana have not beat a team since they beat Nevada in the NCAA tournament. And it's been quite a while since then. So really the University of Montana would love to be able to get what would be certainly one of the biggest wins in the DeCure era if they're able to come out the victors here today. This is the 54th game all-time against a ranked opponent in Montana history. They only have 5 wins against a ranked opponent in the previous matchups. And in the DeCure era, they're 0-11 against ranked foes. Last year, of course, they did play number 11 Tennessee, number 13 Wisconsin, number 11 Tennessee. That was one of the most iconic just performances, it feels like, in recent Grizz history with what Money Williams did in Knoxville that day. And although the Grizz came up short on and off the court, the generosity of Tennessee fans, everything like that, after knowing what the Williams family had gone through and the donations that both Tennessee and Montana fans brought, especially just to commend the performance that Williams put up there, was one of the best results to come out of playing a big power foe. Thompson, as we're back underway, tries for 3, misses it, but it's an offensive rebound, no foul called on Connor Dick. Dick with a little bit of a push-off of the back of a Cardinal there on the rebound, so called for the loose ball foul. So it was 2006, the last time the Grizz beat a ranked team. That was Nevada in the 2006 tournament. Oh, what a block there. Connor Dick with the rejection of a 3-pointer. The Missoula Hellgate kid steps up, and in a 22,000-person arena in Louisville, Kentucky, how about repping Hellgate on the big stage? Speaking of, he gets the kick out there, pump fakes it, and it's taken away from him. Coming the other way now, looking for options, drives, pokes it away, and again goes off of Louisville. It's again a savvy little play by Connor Dick, who got the ball taken away from him but hustled his way back. And the Hellgate product, again, represent the only Montana native on this University of Montana squad. Much more representatives from California, which makes sense. Secure himself came from California when he came as a player to play in Missoula. So he has that clean pipeline to know what to look for in the Golden State. Money Williams drives, floats it up the alley-oop, and the slam! It's Trey Taylor on the other side of it. Taylor hammers it down on a perfect pass from Williams. And a foul called on Williams the other way, as I believe Hadley hits the deck. Oh my, oh my. Flying through the sky, Trey Taylor. 15-12, Louisville leads by a single possession, and they'll take the inbounds pass and fire it in to Conwell. Conwell looking for options, now back into the offense here. Pick and roll, taken away, and it goes out of bounds. It was almost a clean steal. It was going to be a clean dunk by Sanandu Fru, the German forward. But at the last moment, an intervention by Grant Kepley, who swiped it, and it does go out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock. Louisville will inbound up by 3. Inbound play finds the corner and just not on the mark, but there for the rebound and the quick putback is Fru. It's 17-12 Louisville. Grizz with the basketball up or down by 5, as Kepley looks for options, pulls up over Fru, can't get it to go. The putback counted and the foul. Trey Taylor again. Trey Taylor hasn't played in every single game this season. The San Diego native has just played in 8 contests, has not started one, but man, the energy he's brought to the floor has been electric. Like Kepley, a D2 product, played 89 games at Chico State, averaged over 13 points as a junior there for the Wildcats at Chico State. And I believe a timeout taken, no. Maybe a lane violation, so they took away the free throw from him? Well, something that merges into a timeout or maybe a review going on here in the stadium. Some confusion on the floor right now, 17-14 in favor of Louisville right now. As of right now, the basket does count. It's just going to be a timeout, 30-second taken by the University of Montana, so we'll stay with you. Louisville up 17-14 here. Of course, I already mentioned it, but I'll mention it again. Stay on this network, stay on this channel or the Varsity Learfield app, wherever you're listening, because this is exactly where you'll find the Brawl of the Wild broadcast. Riley Corcoran will take you through it shortly. The pregame show will start right after this, so you don't need to touch that dial. You can just stick with us here on the broadcast. And soon enough, after the conclusion of this game, it'll be headed to Bozeman for one of the biggest games in Montana football history, obviously besides the national championship, but it feels like a pseudo-national championships matchup, as a beautiful lob up to Fru, who somehow finishes that one off. An athletic, acrobatic play by Fru to get that one to go down the cylinder. 19-14 Louisville. Grizz right now, right in a dangerous spot with the Cardinals stringing together a couple baskets. This is Thompson with it. Thompson for the Grizz. Dishes it off. Kepley looking for options. Pump fake, puts it up, tries to go off glass, but put way too much on it, and it didn't hit the rim as it ricocheted back down. Conwell, kick out for 3. Woolley airballed it. Nothing but net, but the wrong side of the net, the outside of the net, and it is Grizz basketball down by 5. 9:15 to go in the first half here. 19-14 Louisville leads. Dick with the give and go to Williams. Williams takes some contact, can't get it to go, but he'll shoot some free throws. 9:07 left now in the KFC Yum Center. Louisville, Kentucky. Long way from Missoula. This is the Teddy Bear Toss Day at Louisville. As Money Williams makes the first free throw, and it's 19-15. Louisville still in front. Second free throw from Williams. This is his 60th game played as a Montana Grizzly player. 855 points coming into this contest for the product of the man that went to the same high school as Damian Lillard, led them to their first state championship. Conwell with it for Louisville. And now dished around to Kenai Roots. Now back down under to Frew, and Frew gets it to go. 21-16, Louisville with the lead. Grizz with the basketball, 21-16 scoreline here, 8.5 to go in the first half. They find Taylor down low. Taylor's had a couple good plays here in this first half, but that one's taken away by the Cardinals. Kicked out to McNeely and poked out by Williams. 21-16, Montana down by just 5 against Louisville, and this is part of this continuously interesting kind of up and down trajectory of this Montana team. Is you see them lose to NAI and Montana Tech earlier this week, but it wasn't too long ago, just a month, when they lost to Texas A&M by 5 in College Station, Texas. And so you're just trying to get a read on what team is going to show up when you're heading towards conference play, which is the next contest after this one, a home clash with Northern Arizona. Conwell looking for options. Ball bounced around. This is Ruths. Ruths with the basketball. Kenai Ruths nearly taken away. Tried the lefty hook, and it's an offensive rebound by Frew. And, he stepped out. No, the Grizz player that was coming from behind him and poked the ball was stepping on the baseline. So that is what was called there. It's out of bounds and should be Louisville basketball. It was Money Williams who came from around and was stepping on the out-of-bounds line. If you're out of bounds and you touch the basketball, it's out of bounds, and it's Louisville basketball. When we come back, this is the Montana Grizzly Radio Network by Learfield, 21-14 Louisville.
Did you know that Tire-Rama offers more than just tire services? Our expert technicians take care of other vehicle needs like belts and hoses, brakes, check engine diagnostics, oil changes, wheel alignments, and more. It's all about our dedication to keep our customers' vehicles running smoothly so they can travel with peace of mind. When it comes to your vehicle needs, Tire-Rama's got you covered. Find your neighborhood Tire-Rama and see a list of services at TireRama.com. Tire-Rama, more than just a tire store.
The Grizz Home Team is a group of Montana-owned and operated businesses that help to build the communities that we are proud to call home. Sweet Pea Sewer and Septic, True Green Lawn Care, Montana Glass, Williams Plumbing and Construction, and Garden City Paint and Glass are the proud members of the Grizz Home Team. Grizz Athletics encourages you to choose these longtime supporters of the community we know and love. For local service you can trust, visit gogrizz.com/home team.
We're Beck and Beck with Windermere Real Estate, and we're really proud to sponsor the Grizzlies. I'm Becky Peterson.
And I'm Diane Beck. We have over 40 years of experience in the real estate industry.
It's the people that drive us and the relationships that we create that have made real estate our passion.
We were both born and raised in Montana and understand the changing market conditions.
It's that knowledge that we will bring to your next real estate transaction. When you think of home, think of Beck and Beck, and contact Becky Peterson or Diane Beck at Windermere Real Estate.
Hey, Grizz fans, it's Free Beer from the Free Beer and Hopping Show, and we love waking you up here in Grizz country, which sounds terrifying when you say that out loud. Better snuggle up with that bear spray.
I'm going to pepper spray you in the face.
And Grizz Nation can get real rowdy, kind of like all of us here on the Free Beer and Hopping Show. So join us Monday through Friday mornings, 5 till 10, on Missoula's Rock Station, 96.3 The Blaze. And go, Grizz!
The Free Beer and Hot Wings Morning Show, The Blaze.
Welcome back here, Louisville, Kentucky. Scott Gladstone with you. Montana versus Louisville on the hardwood. A big day for Montana athletics. Obviously, not only the University of Montana men's basketball team right here taking on Louisville, but also the women's basketball team, the Lady Grizz, there versus Tarleton State at noon Mountain Time today. So plenty of options to watch some Grizz athletics, listen to some Grizz athletics before, obviously, the big one happening at 2 o'clock, as right now Louisville up by 5 on Montana. 8 minutes on the dot to go here in Louisville in the first half. 21-16 is your exact score line between the Cardinals and the Grizzlies. Sanandu Fru, 4 for 4 from the field right now, an assist and 8 points. The German product mentioned he is of junior eligibility, but a 4-star recruit that joined just this year. But because of his previous time in the German Basketball League, he gets a junior eligibility here. And he scored 12.6 points per game last year, had 6.2 rebounds per game last year in the German league. But the really interesting thing to note about that is, for those of you who don't know, for the international players, most of them are playing essentially in, the German Basketball League. As Fru scores another bucket, now he's got 10, and it's 23-16 Louisville. That is essentially the equivalent. I mean, it's the German top-tier league. So he's playing against grown men. He's playing against 25, 30-year-old guys when he is 16, 17, 18 years old, as Williams falls down and turns it over on an interception. Coming the other way, Ruths puts it up and in, and count it, and the foul for Louisville. Kenai Ruths, 4-star product out of IMG Academy. And 25-16 with an and one opportunity for Ruths, and could make it a double-digit game here if he knocks down this free throw. He will not, and then nearly an over the back by Vayelis Zugaris, another international product. Grizz with the basketball right now. Money Williams kicks out for 3. Thompson had all day to shoot but couldn't get it to go from downtown. Now Conwell looking for options. Flips it back and forth with Hadley. Conwell step back for 3. Can't get it to go. Thompson under the opposite basket. Flicks it back in. Good job by Isaac to get to it for the Grizz. 9-point lead for Louisville, 6:40 to go in half number 1. Owino back out on the floor as a foul's called down under, and that is the Greek forward in Vayelis Zugaris, 6'8", junior out of Peristeri, Greece. And he is another guy that is in his first year at Louisville but has junior eligibility because of his 4 seasons in the Greek Basketball League. And if you do the math there, that means he was essentially 16 playing against full-grown adult professional players in Greece. And so he scored 6.6 points per game, but that means a lot more when you're playing against the guys that you're playing against in the league. As a missed shot there, Sawyer can't collect the rebound. Louisville will bring it up. 25-16, Louisville basketball. Connor Dick now guarding Hadley. Cross-court pass to Ruths, who tries for 3, and that's only off the backboard. No rim caught. 25-16, Louisville with the lead. Grizz with the basketball. Rotation around the edges. Isaacs will float this one up. He takes some contact, and he was nowhere near the hoop on that shot. Coming the other way. All the way to the hoop before finally stopping. Conwell pulls up, kicks out, and Louisville now in the rotation. Over the top, Hadley thinks about a 3 but stops. Pops it to Zouguris. And now Conwell tries for three. Can't get it to go. Zouguris offensive board taken away. Aguino heads up the fast break. Kicks it out to Isaac. Now he gets it back on the low block. Aguino with it. Dick to the hoop, and he's fouled by Zouguris. 2 free throws coming for Dick, who has got himself a lot of playing time right now. Scored 15 points, scored in 22 minutes versus St. Louis Kootenai College last week. Of course, Grizz legend, his dad, Ryan, played at the University of Montana. His mom, Kelsey, was on the dance team. His sister, Lauren, plays for the Lady Grizz. There is not a lot of people that bleeds maroon more than the Dick family. Of course, if you know, you probably do if you're listening to this broadcast. Hellgate High School just a stone's throw from the Montana campus. So it makes sense. They stayed close to home. He goes 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Connor Dick, only his 4th missed free throw there of the season. He's 20 for 24 as there's a foul, offensive foul called on the Louisville Cardinals. 6th turnover of the contest by Louisville. Number 11 ranked in the country. Will likely drop next week in some regard due to their loss to Tennessee earlier this week. The foul was called on Zouguris, who will check out. And in for him will be number 7, Kaysen Pryor, the 6'10", 6th-year product. Money Williams with the basketball. He has not been as much of a factor as you'd want. Nearly traveling with a slippy foot there was Brooklyn Hicks. Now gets it down low to Aguino. Aguino guarded. And goes up with it. Gets it to go. Count it, and the foul. Kenyon Aguino. Nice finish there over the 6'10", Kaysen Pryor. It wasn't the prettiest of finishes, but if it goes in and you get the foul for it, you take it, as Pryor was leaning in on him. And now Aguino can cut it back to a 5-point game. Free throw is good. It's 25-20 Louisville. 4:39 to go here in half number 1. As Aguino, the 3-time Gatorade Player of the Year in New Mexico, a guy that is not comfortable, you got to think, with losing because of the pedigree that he played with over 4 years in New Mexico. He was 116-4. He lost 4 games in 4 years as a shot is down from Louisville. It's 27-20 Cardinals. Aguino, 4-time state champion in the state of New Mexico, and he gets the ball back now. And a travel called on Aguino. 27-20, Louisville leads Montana by a touchdown. 4:06, an apt score. An apt time, I should say, to go in this first half, as now we're under 4 minutes in half number 1. 3:55 to go. And now looking around for options. There's a couple wide open Cardinals on the floor as the Grizz defense looks to recover, but Dick instead gets it a steal, and now coming the other way, and no foul called as Dick ends up in the first or second row. And a three-pointer the other way nailed by Louisville. Isaac McNeely downs the hatch. And it is a big difference there, as now a three-pointer coming the other way is kind of chaos ensuing, and a block by the Grizzlies and a foul, I believe, called on Louisville. A wacky series of events there, but in the end it's a 30-20 lead as Dick missed the layup, ended up in the stands, and then the give and go to McNeely on the fast break the other way. They got it to go before a quick steal by Louisville and a good recovery from the Grizz to avoid any further damage. But at the end of the day, with 3.5 minutes to go here in half number 1, it's Louisville 30, Montana 20, as the Grizz down by 10, closing in on halftime here in Louisville. We'll take another quick break on the Grizzly Radio Network by Learfield.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
When it comes to trucks, Chevy's reputation speaks for itself. With a lineup led by the legendary Silverado, where 4 durable engines, including the TurboMax, deliver the capability you rely on every day. Silverado is also as smart as it is strong, providing advanced trailering tech for your most difficult towing jobs. So wherever you're headed, you can get there with confidence. Check out the powerful Silverado at your Montana Chevy dealers today. Proud sponsors of your Montana Grizzlies.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
Town Pump is excited to once again sponsor the growing Brawl of the Wild Series between the University of Montana and Montana State University. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump food store.
Right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Welcome back. Here's Scott Gladstone with you. KFC Yum Center, Louisville, Kentucky, 30-20 in favor of Louisville right now. Sanandu Fru has 10 points for Louisville. Tyler Thompson has 6 points for the Montana Grizzlies. This is just the 4th time in the DeCure era that Montana has played a team from the ACC. 2nd time this season. Of course, Stanford now in the Atlantic Coast Conference. They fell 91-68 at the hands of the Cardinal earlier this year. So now they're just playing the Cardinals of the ACC instead of the Cardinal of the ACC. The last time that they faced off against an ACC foe, the University of Montana, was in 2017. So 2 times this season, but no time since 2017. And that was when they beat an unranked Pittsburgh team in 2017. That was their only win all time versus the ACC, 1-6 in total. And they also did play Boston College in the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament back in 2006. That was one of 2 NCAA tournament matchups with an ACC foe. 30-20 in favor of Louisville right now. As free throws coming for Money Williams. First one is missed, and it was the front end of a 1-on-1, so he will not get a second. 30-20, that's a big one. You'd love to get those 2 points before half as this shot is missed, and the rebound grabbed by Louisville, and it's a 3-ball down from Isaac McNeely. An offensive rebound, a second chance opportunity for Louisville, and they make the Grizzlies pay. It's 33-20. Tejon Sawyer with it. Sawyer looking for options, being guarded by the big, and then an offensive foul called on the Grizzlies. I think when Sawyer handed it off there, I think he moved his feet a little bit. As a 3 by McNeely, you're seeing him be able to cash it up. 3 years at the University of Virginia for McNeely. And in that time, he led the ACC in three-point percentage last year. Scored 17 points versus NJIT earlier this year. A 2-time West Virginia Gatorade Player of the Year. And obviously a huge pickup in the portal to have the three-point ability that McNeely has. He's been a starter for this Louisville squad most of the season. 33-20, Louisville with the lead. And I don't know about that one. Similar play happened the other way, called a foul on the Grizzlies for an offensive foul on a handoff and then a little bit of contact. This time it goes against the Grizzlies defensively after a little bit of contact happens, and it will be the Alexandria, Egypt native in Ali Khalifa. Front end of a 1-on-1 for Khalifa, and he gets it to go. That's just his 3rd free throw on the year. He's 2 for 3 from the charity stripe now this year. Came to Louisville last year but did not play. Redshirted to rehab his knee, an injury that happened to him. So this is his first year playing at Louisville. It makes the second one. 15-point lead for the Cardinals now as the Grizz have the ball with 2.5 to go in the first half. Khalifa spent 2 years at Charlotte and another year at BYU before transferring to Louisville. Owino misses it, poked out, offensive rebound. Now looking for options, kicked out to Connor Dick. Connor Dick still getting playing time on the floor. You've seen him step up a lot in this contest. Owino. And he passes it to Grant Kepley, who was just stepping on the out-of-bounds line over there, and it will be a turnover for the Grizzlies. Louisville basketball, 2 minutes to go. Khalifa, just such an interesting story. Obviously, you see all the international products. It's a continued mark of the expansion of the game as there's a takeaway. Kepley slaps it, or excuse me, actually Trey Taylor slapped it away, and then Kepley grabs it. Now Kepley driving. Grizz basketball down by 15, and Kepley throws an interception. Coming the other way, it's Conwell. Conwell looking for options. Owino can't get the block and counted and the foul for Conwell. A little contact from Owino, and it is now a 17-point margin for Louisville. Conwell with the takeaway, and a little bit of contact from Hadley coming in there. He put his hand on the back hip of Taylor, I believe, as the and one is converted. And it's just one you would have loved to see a little bit more of a threshold there, because it certainly did affect the play. 38-20. It's a 12-0 run by Louisville right now. A moment ago it was a 6-point lead. Now it's an 18-point lead. Kepley nearly steps through and takes it. Three-pointer on the way. Can't get it to go. That was a miss by Tyler Thompson. And Louisville get a chance to expand their run and their lead. Conwell tries for three. Can't get it to go. Frew fighting for the rebound. Counted in the foul for Frew. An offensive board from Sanandu Frew, and you're seeing the size right now step up for Louisville. It is 40-20. All of a sudden, this game has gotten out of hand with 1:12 to go in half number one. Frew just getting right around the 6'9" Trey Taylor, but Frew listed at 6'11". It certainly has some beef on Taylor as well. As the free throw by Frew is off front iron, rebound to Owino. Grizz basketball, just over a minute to go in half number one. I mentioned as Kepley inside now looking for options, kicks out to Chase Henderson. Now a give and go with Hicks. Hicks drives the lane. Hicks looking for options. There's just no space, and nearly a travel there by Kepley. Kicked out. Hicks tries for three. Can't get it to go. And the rebound eventually falls to Khalifa. Like I mentioned, Khalifa, a representative of this game globally from Alexandria, Egypt. When you grow up and you end up to be 7 feet tall, you're going to get somebody from the NBA calling you at some point, no matter where you are in the world. And eventually found his way to the NBA Global Academy in Canberra, Australia, where he developed himself, obviously, ended up at the University of Charlotte in North Carolina, and then went to BYU, where he had the single-season record for the assist-to-turnover ratio in BYU program history. So a pretty impressive mark for him. Timeout taken on the floor by Louisville, a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay with you with just under 30 seconds to go. 15-0 run right now for this Louisville squad, and a 40-20 lead in total for Louisville. It's one of the top offenses in the country right now, finding their groove. And with wins over Kentucky, Indiana, and Memphis this year, certainly looking to finish off a very impressive non-conference slate. This is Khalifa with the basketball as we're back underway. 20 seconds to go. Lobbed up near the hoop. Frew somehow grabs it and puts it in. Just an unbelievable play. We've seen Sanandu Frew make really good plays throughout this half. As the final possession now for Montana with the clock ticking down. 3 on the clock. Kepley looking for options, needs to shoot it, gets it up, and can't get it to go right at the end of the first half. The Louisville Cardinals finish the half on an 18-0 run and find themselves with a 42-20 victory going into the locker room. Sanandu Frew with 14 points at the half. And on the other side, the top Grizz is at 6 in Tyler Thompson. Certainly an uphill battle to go in half number 2 for the University of Montana Grizzlies, down by 22 at the break, despite hanging with the Cardinals for the first 15 minutes of this first half. Grizzlies 20, Louisville 42. We'll take a quick break, come back with some halftime highlights and stats. This is Grizzly basketball from Learfield.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
At Community Medical Center in Missoula, we know that accidents and illnesses don't wait for a convenient time. That's why our emergency room is open 24/7 with highly trained doctors, nurses, and staff ready when you need them most. From sudden injuries to serious symptoms, we're here to provide expert emergency care fast. Day or night, weekday or weekend, we're always just around the corner. Check ER wait times anytime at communitymed.org. Community Medical Center, helping you live your healthiest life.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Big things are happening at the University of Montana. We pioneered higher education in this state in 1893, and our unbridled curiosity and creativity are unmatched on either side of the Rockies. Here, an education is more than a degree. It's lived learning. From top-ranked research activities to hands-on conservation, Grizzlies are making a more vibrant future right here in Montana, because what's made in Montana is remaking the world. Learn more at meet.umontana.edu.
Welcome back. It's halftime at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky, 42-20. Number 11 ranked Louisville right now leading your Montana Grizzlies. Louisville shooting nearly 48% from the field. They are 5 for 18 from three-point land, and they have 8 turnovers compared to the Grizzlies' 13. But at the end of the day, there's just too many contested shots right now, and so that's a big problem right now the Grizzlies are having to deal with, trying to find an opportunity to get some clean looks. And right now they are 6 for 24 from the field, 2 for 8 from three-point land, and the size disparity certainly looming large, with a total of 6 offensive rebounds compared to just 2, as Louisville has the lead in that department. University of Montana coming off the loss versus Montana Tech earlier this week, but in general there's certainly been highs to the non-conference schedule. Win over North Dakota on the road up in Grand Forks, and obviously the win at UNLV, home versus Cal Poly. All good wins as well going into conference play against Northern Arizona after an 11-day layoff following this game. But trying to stymie the bigs certainly are going to be a big problem. Tejon Sawyer set for a good chunk of that first half, and really without him and his size and his height on the floor, you're going to be kind of out-physical, and that's exactly what happened. Sanandu Furu had 14 points in that first half. McNeely, behind 3 3-pointers, had 11. Hadley had 7 as well for Louisville on the other side. Thompson leads the scoring with 6. Owino has 5, and Taylor has 4, including 1 on a very impressive alley-oop. And that's kind of where we sit in half number 1 between these two sides. 42-20, Louisville, a lopsided lead thus far in this contest. We'll take a quick break, come back with more halftime action. It's a 22-point lead for number 11 ranked Louisville over Montana at the half. This is Montana Grizzly basketball by Learfield.
Planning your next party or event? Call the party professionals at Montana Party Time, because your guests deserve the best. From elegant tents, tables and chairs, fine china, and more, make your wedding or event memorable. Call or visit us at MissoulaEventRental.com. Montana Party Time, because your guests deserve the best.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Big things are happening at the University of Montana. We pioneered higher education in this state in 1893, and our unbridled curiosity and creativity are unmatched on either side of the Rockies. Here, an education is more than a degree. It's lived learning. From top-ranked research activities to hands-on conservation, Grizzlies are making a more vibrant future right here in Montana, because what's made in Montana is remaking the world. Learn more at meet.umontana.edu.
The Grizz Home Team is a group of Montana-owned and operated businesses that help to build the communities that we are proud to call home. Sweet Pea Sewer and Septic, True Green Lawn Care, Montana Glass, Williams Plumbing and Construction, and Garden City Paint and Glass are the proud members of the Grizz Home Team. Grizz Athletics encourages you to choose these longtime supporters of the community we know and love. For local service you can trust, visit gogrizz.com/home team. This is Riley Corcoran, the voice of the Grizz, with Kelly Mitty Donahue of Windermere Real Estate. Kelly, tell us about your main focus in real estate.
I was born and raised in Missoula, and I'm one of the owners here at Windermere Real Estate, and I just am really passionate about my clients and getting them the right home or selling their home for them, and I'm very passionate about Missoula itself and love to share my city and the knowledge I have about it.
You can contact Kelly at 406-360-8966.
Everything Montana Grizzlies can be heard on The Daily Drive with Ace Sour Wine on 92.7 FM KGRZ. Monday through Fridays beginning at 5 p.m. I'll have some of the biggest names in Montana athletics on, including head coach of the Grizzlies football team, Bobby Haupt, athletic director Ken Haslam, and the voice of the Grizz, Riley Corcoran. 5 to 6 Monday through Fridays on KGRZ 92.7 FM, KGRZMissoula.com, and the KGRZ mobile app.
Who says you can't have variety and a good value? With Pizza Hut's lunch buffet, now you can have both. Fill up on a variety of pizzas, pasta, salad, and dessert. Available at your Missoula Brooks Pizza Hut location. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See store for details.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Montana. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back in. Halftime right now between the University of Montana and number 11 ranked Louisville. We'll pause for a brief moment for station identification. Let's take a look around some of the other games happening in men's basketball today. The obviously top 25 matchup here on one side with Louisville ranked number 11 in the country. Number 9 Michigan State right now getting all they can handle from Oakland, a team that made a trip to Missoula earlier this year and took down the Grizzlies. It's 39-36. Michigan State leads Oakland at the half. St. John's trailing Kentucky 12-10 in the early going right now. And other top 25 matchups, North Carolina versus Ohio State, Houston versus Arkansas, Virginia versus Maryland, Auburn and Purdue both ranked in the top 25, as well as Duke, Texas Tech, number 3 ranked Duke at 11-0 right now versus Texas Tech. That's a big one. And Texas Tech is ranked number 19. Arizona, number 1 right now in the country. They are taking on San Diego State later today. Obviously, there is playoffs aplenty. We'll talk about the one that you probably care less about right now if you're a Grizz fan, and that's the FBS playoffs. Miami right now in the second quarter with Texas A&M. It's 0-0 between the Canes and the Aggies. Later today, Tulane plays at Ole Miss, and James Madison plays at Oregon. Last night, of course, Alabama took the win after a big comeback over Oklahoma. That was an exciting contest between the Sooners and the Crimson Tide in Norman. And Alabama, for the first time in the new 12-team playoff, gets their first appearance and their first victory. And then, obviously, the big one, the Brawl of the Wild 2.0, Super Brawl, whatever you want to call it. It will be on the Grizz Radio Network coming up later today. As soon as this broadcast is over, you can listen to the pregame show right here. And then at 2 p.m., it is Montana versus Montana State, the 2 versus the 3 in Bozeman for a ticket to the title game. And not only that, the winner of this game will be the heavy favorite in the title game, whether it's versus Villanova or Illinois State, which match up at 5:30 for an opportunity to face a team from the Big Sky State. We'll take one more quick break on the broadcast and come back with half number 2 from Louisville, Kentucky. It is a 22-point lead for number 11 ranked Louisville over the Grizz at the half.
Are you feeling like your competitors are leaving you in the dust? Your product and service is unmatched, yet all of your competitors are getting all the attention. You've poured your heart into creating something amazing, and now who's going to tell the world, and more importantly, show them? We get it, and that's exactly what Whoosh Productions does. We help incredible businesses like yours finally showcase their greatness. Whoosh Productions, WHOOSH Productions.com.
It's time for the Montana Club's Fall Comfort Food and Game Day Drink Specials. Every Saturday and Sunday, the club's Grizzarita Huckleberry Margarita, Caesars, and Bloody Marys are only $8. Pair them with custom grilled prime grade Montana Club steaks or a tender prime rib sandwich. And don't forget the cheese fries. Full menu at montanaclub.com. So get into the Montana Club today for an unrivaled flavor experience on Brooks and North Reserve, Missoula.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Montana is a place full of heart. At Providence Heart Institute, we believe every one of those hearts deserves expert, personalized care close to home. Our award-winning team offers more services than any other in Western Montana, including the most advanced diagnostics and innovative procedures, with support for each patient throughout their journey. We care for the heart of Montana.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any town pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Welcome back in. It's almost time for half number 2 here in Louisville, Kentucky. The University of Montana for the first time taking the trip to Louisville. And at the end of the first half did not go the Grizzlies' way. They saw a slim deficit quickly evaporate and turn into a large deficit. And that was thanks to a big run went on by the Cardinals to finish off that contest. If you just combine McNeely and Frew in that first half, 25 points for the Cardinals compared to just 20 in total from the University of Montana. And that is kind of the story of that first half. McNeely had some big 3 balls, and Frew obviously supplemented that with the offensive prowess that he has, and you could tell that they clearly came to play, especially when it was time to have that second surge. We are underway for half number 2 here. Montana 13 turnovers in the first half compared to just 8 for Louisville. Louisville starts with possession here in half number 2 as Frew, Berlin, Germany native, gets it, and now this one poked away. And Adrian Woolley loses it out of bounds, and it will be Louisville basketball off the Grizz most recently. 3-pointer on the way from Conwell. Missed it. Rebound goes to Isaac. Now the Grizz with the basketball and a fight for it. Isaac gets it. Isaac to the hoop. Under and gets it to go. Tyler Isaac, nice finish at the cup. A reverse layup to finally score for the Grizzlies for the first time since about 5 minutes left in the first half. And the lob up to Frew on the other side. An easy slam by the German. Just making it look so easy is Frew. As on the day, he has not missed a shot. He is 8 for 8 with 16 points. Jajon Sawyer obviously has the tough task of dealing with Frew. This is Isaac, the kick out. 3-pointer on the way. Got it for 3. Tyler Thompson from downtown. And the Grizzlies showing a little bit of spark of offense, but coming the other way. Hadley tries from downtown, can't get it to go. Money Williams gets the rebound, but gets it taken away. Did not realize he had a Cardinal right behind him. And then another offensive rebound after a missed 3-pointer. They're just trying again and again. A missed shot. This one goes off of Money Williams' face, I believe, and then a scramble for it on the floor where Aguino and Woolley both have hands on it. Jump ball will go to the Grizzlies. You could just feel a couple moments there where the Grizzlies just were running out of gas on that defensive possession, and that's what led to the offensive boards from Louisville. 44-25 is the scoreline right now in favor of Louisville inbound for the Grizzlies. 2 minutes gone here in half number 2. Isaac with the basketball. He was the man that brought it up. 5 on the floor for the Grizzlies right now as this one nearly deflected for an over and back. Isaac, Aguino, Sawyer, Thompson, and Money Williams. Aguino, hook shot, can't get it to go, and a rebound goes to Frew. Cardinals bringing it back down the other way. And that's a charge. Oh, no, it's not. It's called a block on Money Williams, and that is a tough call to make right there. Money Williams looked like he was posting up his position from the time that the Cardinals had the ball at midcourt practically, and he maybe sold it a little bit, but he certainly got some contact, and it really did look like his feet were planted. That's a tough call to go against Money Williams, who's been held to just 2 points. And like I said, all the way in the pregame show, this Grizz offense really hinges on Williams. And when he's struggling today, you can tell they're struggling in general as Dick plays about as good defense as he can, but Hadley still able to turn and put it off glass for a bucket. 46-25, Louisville with the lead. Isaac works it around. This one off the Grizz after a slight deflection by Conwell. Then the Grizz, the adjustment just couldn't be made there. And it is Louisville basketball. As right now you just see the experience, the presence from Louisville just shining. As Conwell brings it up the floor, the top scorer throughout the season for this Louisville squad. And Conwell, a year at South Florida, a year at Indiana State, a year at Xavier, and this is his first year at Louisville. Kick out, and McNeely then lobs it up. Isaac, a great job to push it forward, and then Isaac will lay it up and in and get himself a quick steal and a fast break point. This one kicked out, looking for options. Haven't seen Amari Jedkins today, by the way. That's just something I thought of. Jedkins has played in 11 of 12 games as a layup comes for Louisville there. So a little bit weird to not see Jedkins in there. Hopefully he's okay, and it's just a strategic decision from head coach Travis DeCure. Tejon Sawyer with it, driving on Frew, looking for options inside. Frew rejects him, and Louisville coming the other way now. 21-point lead for Louisville. Frew with the alley-oop reverse slam. 50 now for the Cardinals. A 23-point edge for the home side and the number 11 ranked team in the country. Isaac with it. Isaac passing it off to Kepley. Kepley back to Isaac, who tries a contested three-pointer. Can't get it to go. And Frew doesn't get the rebound, but Hadley flies in and gets his. Looping it over the head there, looking down under, wide open was Hadley, and he finishes it off. And you just feel the entire energy of the KFC Yum Center right now tilting in favor of Louisville. Grizz have that one knocked away. Thompson with it now. Kepley at the elbow. Now working back out to the three-point line. Goes to the other elbow. Contested in and out. Dick with the offensive rebound. He's trapped under the hoop. Tejon Sawyer knocks it up in the air. Now out to Kepley, who's looking for options. Kepley, free throw line extended by Sawyer. Missed the shot. 52-27, Louisville in charge in this game right now. The loop pass to Khalifa. Khalifa hands it off at the three-point line. Then, that was a nice look, but taken away by Kepley. A one-on-one, but coming in support was Conwell, who poked it out from behind. And Louisville will get the ball right back. Now Sawyer on the low block gets it to Khalifa. Khalifa lost it for a moment, but gets it back. Now he's trapped by Sawyer and Isaac, and I don't know how on purpose that pass was, but somehow it leaked out of his grasp and right to Hadley, who had an easy lay-in. Louisville 54, Montana 27. The fifth assist by Ali Khalifa, the Egyptian 7-footer, as Sawyer drives on Khalifa and a foul will be called. Tejon Sawyer will have some free throws when we come back, but for now it is the bigs, the foreign bigs of the University of Louisville going crazy. Sanandu Fru has had himself a heck of a game with 18 points. You got Khalifa, who is looking like Jokic out here with all the assists on the floor. And the Grizz, not much to respond versus a very talented Louisville squad. We'll take a quick break, our first of half number 2 here. It's the Cardinals doubling up the Grizzlies 54-27. You're listening to the Grizzly Radio Network by Learfield.
At Community Medical Center in Missoula, we know that accidents and illnesses don't wait for a convenient time. That's why our emergency room is open 24/7 with highly trained doctors, nurses, and staff ready when you need them most. From sudden injuries to serious symptoms, we're here to provide expert emergency care fast. Day or night, weekday or weekend, we're always just around the corner. Check ER wait times anytime at communitymed.org. Community Medical Center, helping you live your healthiest life.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Big things are happening at the University of Montana. We pioneered higher education in this state in 1893, and our unbridled curiosity and creativity are unmatched on either side of the Rockies. Here, an education is more than a degree. It's lived learning. From top-ranked research activities to hands-on conservation, Grizzlies are making a more vibrant future right here in Montana. Because what's made in Montana is remaking the world. Learn more at meet.umontana.edu.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says, you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Welcome back in. Louisville, number 11 ranked in the country, and they are ranked that way for a reason. 54-27, the lead over the University of Montana for the Cardinals. This Cardinals squad, upcoming schedule, well, they start ACC play, which of course is probably a little less important to them as it is to Montana. Of course, Montana will be playing for seeding in the Big Sky tournament, and then of course you win the Big Sky, you get into the NCAA tournament, which is the most important thing of all if you are the Grizzlies. On the other side, Louisville certainly has played the non-conference schedule and got the wins to get themselves in positioning for an at-large bid. However, still going to need to take care of business and have a good conference play, and I'm sure they would not turn down an ACC title if they get the opportunity. They certainly will be in the mix for an ACC regular season and tournament title, you got to think. But it's not going to be easy with Duke and how good the Blue Devils have been in this early part of the season. They open their ACC play in 10 days with Cal, a trip to Berkeley, which, of course, is now part of the ACC schedule, as Sawyer will shoot a free throw to get us back underway and makes it. Tajon Sawyer was one of the few big highlights from that Montana Tech contest. He had career highs, both scoring and rebounding, versus the Orediggers. 54-28. Just about 14 minutes to go here in Louisville. For Sawyer, gets that one to go as well. Sawyer over 850 points for his career now. This is his 115th game in total. And that's combining 2 years at Cal Baptist, a year at San Francisco City College, and then all the time he spent in maroon. Ball nearly taken away, and eventually adjustment made there by Pryor, and he gets it in. Grizz basketball, 56-29 right now. 13.5 to go in the second half. Grizz battling with Louisville. This ball over the top could have been awkward there, but instead Brooklyn Hicks gets to it. Hicks, one of those guys that you gotta hope is able to adjust well, as that's a nice adjustment by Grant Kepley, the Bellingham, Washington native. Played for his hometown Western Washington squad. Obviously top freshman in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference. There's a block by Kepley, but he's called for the foul. That would have been nice from the redshirt sophomore. Scored 8 points. That's his high for the Grizzlies against Northwest Indian College. Played 24 minutes in that game, but you're seeing him step up a lot more here. In general, you're just seeing kind of the spread throughout by Travis DeCure in this game to really, make it kind of everybody shifting in and hopefully minimizing injuries, wear and tear, everything like that, so these guys can go home, celebrate the holidays, Christmas, whatever, with their family, and then be able to be as healthy as possible attacking Big Sky play. First free throw is made by Ruths. The second one is also good from the Washington, D.C. native. Played 13 minutes versus Tennessee on Tuesday, did Ruths, in the loss to the Volunteers. Money Williams with the basketball. Williams looking outside to Kepley. Kepley out to Hicks. Now back to him. Two Washington natives going back and forth. The three fired up by Kepley. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Pryor. Kason Pryor. Backdoor cut, not there, and eventually out off of Louisville. Take a look at just missing a guy like Michael Brown Jr., who I was excited to see today because of how good he's been. He's one of the top freshmen in the league, the ACC, and all of NCAA Division I basketball. Just right away has hit the ground running. 16.6 as a freshman, especially in this day and age and the evolution of college basketball with, more opportunities allowed as Williams pokes that one up. Can't get it to go, but a foul call. Williams will have some free throws. The evolution of international players coming in with their professional experience, their experience playing against grown men like I talked about earlier in the broadcast, and then you go with obviously just the leniency that NCAA has come around to in terms of, prior professional experience that players can have. Money Williams makes the first free throw on the season. Williams, an 808 free throw shooter. But it is really, really impressive to see a freshman that has done what Michael Brown Jr. has done this year. Grizz out in a little bit of a full court press here. They try and bring a double team, but can't get it, and ends up with a wide open three opportunity by Ruths, missed, and Hicks with the rebound. The UNLV transfer kicks it out. Money Williams tries from downtown. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Conwell. 25-point lead for Louisville at 58-33 right now. This ball popped up in the air. Pryor gets the layup to go. Kason Pryor tore his ACL last year versus Oklahoma and has spent good chunk of the first part of this season rehabbing, now back to full health, you can assume. And obviously another good weapon, the Chicago, Illinois native, Kason Pryor, 60-year player. Reverse layup put in by Brooklyn Hicks of the Grizzlies. 60-35 now as a foul called on Kepley, I believe, of the Grizz. Just pushing a little bit too hard to try and swipe that one. And cut the pass there, and that will send us to another immediate timeout. The Grizzlies' offense continues to stay in it, but the stops now becoming harder and harder to deal with against this Louisville squad. It is currently 60-35, a 25-point lead by number 11 ranked Louisville. 18 points for Sanandu Fruit, while Tyler Thompson has 9 for the Grizzlies. We'll take a quick break. 11:09 to go in half number 2 in Louisville. This is the Grizzly Radio Network by Learfield.
Planning your next party or event? Call the party professionals at Montana Party Time because your guests deserve the best. From elegant tents, tables and chairs, fine china, and more. Make your wedding or event memorable. Call or visit us at MissoulaEventRental.com. Montana Party Time because your guests deserve the best.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Montana Ace is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics. We're your favorite local hardware store with legendary customer service. Employee-owned and operated, our friendly associates are eager to help you with all your home and business needs. Top brands like Benjamin Moore, Weber, Steele, DeWalt, and many more. Visit us in one of our convenient locations in Missoula, Ronan, Polson, or Kalispell. Montana Ace, your helpful hardware place.
Montana hunters and anglers get the most out of their Saturday mornings by starting with the Montana Outdoor Radio Show. Airing on over 25 radio stations around the state, it's Montana's go-to source for hunting and fishing news. Reports from across the state, weekly updates from Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, prize giveaways, and more. Always live, always entertaining. The Montana Outdoor Radio Show with the captain and his crew. Saturday mornings from 6 till 8 in Missoula on News Talk KGVO, FM 98.3 and AM 1290. And on the KGVO mobile app.
Who says you can't have variety and a good value? With Pizza Hut's lunch buffet, now you can have both. Fill up on a variety of pizzas, pasta, salad, and dessert. Available at your Missoula Brooks Pizza Hut location. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See store for details.
Welcome back in. Louisville leading 60-35 over the University of Montana Grizzlies men's basketball team. You're listening to the Grizz Radio Network. Of course, directly following this game, we will have the pregame show for the Super Brawl, Brawl of the Wild 2.0, Grizzlies, Bobcats in Bozeman, round 2. I was lucky enough to be on hand as a fan for round number 1, and it was all you could ask for, and there was a lot of Grizz walking out of that stadium asking for round number 2 to happen. And for the first time in history, they will match up. For the second time in this season, it will be Grizz and Bobcats for a ticket to the national championship game in Bozeman. Again, that pregame show, there's plenty of coverage that'll be coming up right after this. And, hopefully your nerves are doing all right. And certainly if you're a Grizz fan, you're feeling something. Grizz right now down by a score of 60-35. We're back underway with under 11 minutes to go here in the second half. Game at Louisville. This one taken away by Hicks. Hicks will lead a 3-on-3 fast break. Get it to Money Williams. Williams inside. Kicks out. Thompson for 3. Thompson gets it to go. Thompson from downtown. It's 60-38 after the 3-ball by Tyler Thompson. 3-ball coming the other way, and that's Conwell to answer. Thompson, the first Grizz in double figures today with his 12 points. Certainly was missed against Montana Tech. You see the ability he has. Sawyer sets a hard screen. Kepley to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Kepley did take a hit on the back of the head, however. They're going to call Frew for the foul here. That was kind of a late whistle, seeing how that bucket went, or if it went or not. Sometimes, the ref loves to absorb that. Frew this season, 10 points per game on average, but today he is 9 for 9 with 18 points. with the handful of internationals on the squad as Kepley makes the first free throw. That's his first free throw as a Grizzly, actually. So 1 for 1 now all time. Is Kepley from the charity stripe. Make it 2 for 2 as he knocks that one down. And the Grizz have hit 40, 63-40 right now in favor of Louisville. I thought about writing the teams that the, as a foul's called on the Grizz, that the international players played for, but I figured it was not worth it to hear me mispronounce a German or a Greek basketball league team, and so I opted off of it. 63-40 right now. 10 minutes to go, half number 2 between Louisville. Frew, speaking of, rejected at the hoop. Tajon Sawyer sends that one right back where it came from. Hicks from downtown, and just too much juice in the tank as he missed that one. Put it way too far beyond the hoop, off the backboard, and back towards the Louisville Cardinals. This is Ruths with it, guarded by Kepley. Now Sawyer is guarding Hadley. Cross-court pass. Conwell tries for 3, and he gets it around and down the hoop. 66-40 Louisville. 9.5 to go in the second half. Money Williams with it. Again, make sure to mark it in your schedules. Grizz are back at home January 1. As this one's taken away from Thompson. January 1, Northern Arizona. It's conference action. This one down to Frew, who is double-teamed, and the ball taken away by Sawyer. Grizz, last 2 times Frew's got the ball in the low block, they've handled him. And technically, I believe, let me double-check, but it should go down as a miss for Frew when the block happened from Sawyer. Whether you agree with it or not, it goes down as a miss if you get a shot block. Thompson tries for 3, can't get it to go. 26-point lead for Louisville, and the Cardinals with the basketball. Ruths tries for 3 over Money Williams, and he gets it to go. Oh, Nelly, this Louisville Cardinal squad shooting the basketball and just going absolute berserks right now. That's the 9th. Scratch that 8th three-pointer of the game compared to 4 from the Grizzlies. But a couple of these have been really tough contested shots. 2 new Cardinals will step on the floor. It's Woolley and Khalifa. Adrian Woolley is a really cool story, and especially a lot of it is because the University of Montana absorbed a similar story with Money Williams last year and the tragedy that his family went through as this ball's put forward to Louisville. And Ruth's looking for options, kicks out to Khalifa, who will try from downtown, and Khalifa, the 7-foot Egyptian, hammers it from beyond the arc. Everybody's shooting and everybody's making for the Louisville Cardinals right now. I mentioned with Woolley, number 14, Tuscaloosa, Alabama native. Money Williams misses a 3 there. Rebound goes to Ruths. Woolley, he lost his dad in 2016. His dad just died unexpectedly of an infection, and the number 14, the number that he wears it because that was the last number that his dad saw him play in. And out of tragedy, he led his squad to play in the state title the next year, and obviously found himself now at Louisville after being the CUSA Freshman of the Year at Kennesaw State last year. A timeout taken on the floor, so we'll take a quick timeout on the broadcast. It is a 32-point lead for the Louisville Cardinals. You're listening to Grizzly Basketball by Learfield.
When it comes to trucks, Chevy's reputation speaks for itself. With a lineup led by the legendary Silverado, where 4 durable engines, including the TurboMax, deliver the capability you rely on every day. Silverado is also as smart as it is strong, providing advanced trailering tech for your most difficult towing jobs. So wherever you're headed, you can get there with confidence. Check out the powerful Silverado at your Montana Chevy dealers today. Proud sponsors of your Montana Grizzlies.
It's time for the Montana Club's Fall Comfort Food and Game Day Drink Specials. Every Saturday and Sunday, the club's Grizzarita Huckleberry Margarita, Caesars, and Bloody Marys are only $8. Pair them with custom grilled prime grade Montana Club steaks or a tender prime rib sandwich. And don't forget the cheese fries. Full menu at montanaclub.com. So get into the Montana Club today for an unrivaled flavor experience on Brooks and North Reserve, Missoula.
Jewelry Design Center in Missoula has been locally owned and operated around the Northwest since 1977. The stunning, breathtaking showroom has the largest selection of natural diamonds you'll find anywhere in Montana. Stop into the showroom at 2501 Brooks across from the Montana Club to get a complimentary cleaning and inspection and meet the friendliest customer service team in the Garden City, including Brian Toon, the owner, a starting defensive lineman for the Grizz 1995 National Champion team. Jewelry Design Center, your jeweler for life.
Are you feeling like your competitors are leaving you in the dust? Your product and service is unmatched, yet all of your competitors are getting all the attention. You've poured your heart into creating something amazing, and now who's going to tell the world, and more importantly, show them? We get it, and that's exactly what Whoosh Productions does. We help incredible businesses like yours finally showcase their greatness. Whoosh Productions, WHOOSH Productions.com.
Welcome back. Montana Grizzlies men's basketball right now. It is 72-40 in favor of the Louisville Cardinals, number 11 ranked in the country, as this Louisville squad going to be a contender. And you got to think, I mean, that they very well could be in the conversation for the national title. Pretty much everybody in the top 15 or so has a fair shout to the national title and the possibility of that. If you don't know right now, men's college basketball rankings, the top 10, the 10 teams in front of Louisville right now are Arizona, Michigan, Duke, and Iowa State. That's 1 through 4. They're all undefeated. Right now, they're the teams that have not shown the complete susceptibility. For me, it's Michigan, just because of how they handled Gonzaga. They played them earlier this year and looked incredible against a very good Gonzaga team. Speaking of, they're in the next crop. It's UConn, Purdue, Gonzaga, Houston, Michigan State, and BYU. That's the next 6 that all have 1 loss. Louisville is right outside of them. Now they have 2 losses because of the drop versus Tennessee and Knoxville earlier this week. And there's a foul called. Cardinals will head to the line to shoot 2. This is the aforementioned Adrian Woolley, who I was mentioning in the story of him and losing his father in high school and the inspiration that brought to him out of tragedy, similar to the tragic story that Money Williams went through last year, and obviously, you know, finding the ability to continue to play the sport you love after that. Never easy. Woolley misses the first free throw. He's only missed 4 on the year now, 22 for 26 in total this season. Second free throw is up and good for Woolley. Went to Kennesaw State last year and was the CUSA Freshman of the Year, jumped into the portal and was a top 10 portal ad. As there's a takeaway on the inbounds, tried the slam, did Ruths, missed it, but got the board back. Then it goes to Woolley. Khalifa, a little handoff to Woolley. Woolley now to the hoop, and he's fouled again. He'll get a couple more free throws. Averaged 18.8 points per game last year, did Adrian Woolley, the Tuscaloosa, Alabama native. And then not only was CUSA Freshman of the Year, was first team All-CUSA as well. So clearly a lot of players are going to have, or a lot of teams were calling his number up, and he decided to join head coach Pat Kelsey in Louisville. 74-40 the scoreline right now after the made free throw. 12-0 run by Louisville as the second free throw is sunk as well. by Woolley. 75-40 scoreline. Grizz down by 35. They were down by 6 with 5 minutes to go in half number 1. But since then, it has been all Cardinals. And right now, the Grizz just trying to see if they can find some momentum going into the break before, obviously, conference play awaits on the other side of the holiday season. So, in high up into the air, foul called, I believe, on Khalifa. Khalifa, growing up in Alexandria, Egypt, heading to the NBA Global Academy in Canberra, Australia, all the way across the world one way, and then heading to University of North Carolina at Charlotte. 49ers, North Carolina going even more across the world. There is not a lot of basketball players probably that have put on more miles than Khalifa. And being 7 foot and getting in a plane, not the not the most fun thing. Three-pointer on the way and down by Grant Kepley. Kepley's first three-pointer. He made his first free throw as a Grizzly earlier today, and now he's made his first three-pointer as a member of the University of Montana squad. 7 points for Kepley today. This is a nice pass by Khalifa. Once again showing that Nikola Jokic passing ability from a big. Gotta love that. 77-43 Louisville. As the Grizz continue to learn kind of how much there still is to work on, as Kepley will try from three-point land again. Ooh, he got his feet taken out from under him, counted in the foul. A chance for a 4-point play from Kepley. He was sideswiped there by a Cardinal who took out his lower body, did not allow him to land cleanly. And he makes the three because he got the chance to set his feet. It was the perfect opportunity, as you'll see the Greek big, Vagelis Zougaris, check in right now. And Kepley is 2 for 2 on free throws. He's now 3 for 3 on free throws in his Grizzly career. And for the first time, Amari Jenkins checks in for the Grizzlies as well. Both sides filtering in a little bit more of their bench with under 6 minutes to play here in half number 2. 30-point lead for Louisville. This one's missed, and Thompson on an air ball just trying to get his hand up there to grab it and couldn't get it clean. Instead, it skips off him out. Conwell will inbounds for Louisville. 5:50 to go in half number 2. Three-pointer on the way from Conwell, and he downs it. Louisville now at 80 points, 80-47, 5.5 to go in the second half. Handoff to Isaac. Now back to Kepley. Kepley certainly had some youthful moments, but had some highlights as well. Thompson can't get it to go from three-point land. This one poked around. Thompson maybe could have chased that a little bit more and might have had it, but instead it's McNeely with it. Haven't seen much of McNeely in this second half as a foul's called on the Grizzlies. 80-47, Louisville with the lead. And 5 minutes, 13 seconds to play here in the second half. Louisville shooting 55%. The Grizz at 31%. McNeely, good free throw shooter, as you can expect from a very good three-point shooter. Usually those two things go hand in hand, as he's only missed 2 free throws this year, and he makes that one. Louisville in the bonus at 8 fouls committed by the Grizzlies, so the first half of 1-on-1 is hit, and the second half is good as well. Isaac takes a little bit of a knock, but it was from his own teammate. 35-point lead. That one poked out by Roots, and it will stay with the Grizzlies. 82-47 right now. 5 minutes to play in the contest. Inbound will find its way to Kepley. Ruth's unceasing trying to get this basketball. Now looking for options, trying to get it over the top. Kepley took some contact, but not enough for a foul call as it misses and coming the other way now. Behind the back pass, it was a little bit off target. Woolley ended up getting it, but just not good enough. Now Ruth's gets it, and wide open under the hoop is the 6'8" Greek forward, Zougaris, who has an easy lay-in. 84-47, Louisville with the lead. This is a timeout. The University of Montana, just a 30-second timeout here as Travis DeCure wants a chance to talk it over with his players. 4:25 to go, and actually it'll be expanded out to a full timeout. So we'll take a quick break on the broadcast. 84-47, Louisville leads Montana.
Planning your next party or event? Call the party professionals at Montana Party Time because your guests deserve the best. From elegant tents, tables and chairs, fine china, and more. Make your wedding or event memorable. Call or visit us at MissoulaEventRental.com. Montana Party Time because your guests deserve the best.
Did you know that Tire-Rama offers more than just tire services? Our expert technicians take care of other vehicle needs like belts and hoses, brakes, check engine diagnostics, oil changes, wheel alignments, and more. It's all about our dedication to keep our customers' vehicles running smoothly so they can travel with peace of mind. When it comes to your vehicle needs, Tire-Rama's got you covered. Find your neighborhood Tire-Rama and see a list of services at TireRama.com. Tire-Rama, more than just a tire store.
Montana Ace is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics. We're your favorite local hardware store with legendary customer service. Employee-owned and operated, our friendly associates are eager to help you with all your home and business needs. Top brands like Benjamin Moore, Weber, Steele, DeWalt, and many more. Visit us in one of our convenient locations in Missoula, Ronan, Polson, or Kalispell. Montana Ace, your helpful hardware place.
This is Riley Corcoran, the voice of the Grizz, with Corey Mitty of Windermere Real Estate. Corey, not only do you specialize in new construction and development land, you're also a member of the Grizz Athletics family.
Yeah, I'm the head coach for the University of Montana Grizzly rodeo team, and we are a team of 16 individuals. We travel the Big Sky region and go to 10 rodeos and make it to the College National Finals.
You can contact Corey at 406-544-8071.
Who says you can't have variety and a good value? With Pizza Hut's lunch buffet, now you can have both. Fill up on a variety of pizzas, pasta, salad, and dessert. Available at your Missoula Brooks Pizza Hut location. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See store for details.
Welcome back. Score right now, Louisville, number 11 ranked in the country, and there for a reason, 84 compared to Montana's 47 right now. It'll be the final game of the 2025 year for the University of Montana, and obviously college basketball seasons are split up among 2 years, but this 2025 season, or 2025 calendar year, and the excitement that it has brought for the University of Montana men's basketball program, going back to the NCAA tournament, the win over Northern Colorado in the championship game, and the incredible class of players that you saw finish out the 24-25 season. Certainly a highlight in general in the history of this program. Three-pointer on the way, and how about it from Connor Dick? A Hellgate kid, not only a really good basketball player, obviously, but a two-time first-team All-State quarterback at quarterback as well, and brought a Hellgate football program that is never that competitive to at least competitive heights, as he was a solid member that at least helped out the Knights find a couple more wins, as we got to see one Connor Dick three-pointer, and that's all she wrote before we got another timeout on the floor. The Grizz are at 50 now, Louisville at 84. It's a 34-point deficit for your Montana Grizzlies as we close in the final break that we'll send you to of this contest. 3:52 to go in Louisville. Grizz down by 34 on the Grizzly Radio Network by Learfield.
Sometimes your dreams just can't wait any longer. You need your home to open new doors, your money to work harder. You need a new kind of freedom, or the chance to help a loved one leave the nest. At First Interstate Bank, we understand the importance of these dreams, and we can help you realize them. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Montana is a place full of heart. At Providence Heart Institute, we believe every one of those hearts deserves expert, personalized care close to home. Our award-winning team offers more services than any other in Western Montana, including the most advanced diagnostics and innovative procedures, with support for each patient throughout their journey. We care for the heart of Montana.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any town pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
Welcome back to the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky. First time the Grizz have played in this arena. And certainly not going to want to come back anytime soon with how this Louisville program has surged to a comfortable lead against them. Tanandu Fru, probably won't see him the remainder of this contest. 18 points for the German big. On the other side, Tyler Thompson. Happy to have him back in the lineup. Happy to have him healthy. Game time decision, and it worked out well. 12 points for Thompson. But beyond that, certainly it's been hard to come by to find offense for this Montana squad in Louisville. They're probably going to threaten to score triple digits, which they are very accustomed to doing. They did it against South Carolina State, Jackson State, Ohio. They came 4 points short of double digits versus Kentucky. They also scored double figures versus NJIT and put up 99, very close, versus Memphis. So this is a Louisville squad that certainly if you're a college basketball fan, you will see in March. You just got to think that, and it's all attributed, not all of it, but a lot of it's got to be attributed to head coach Pat Kelsey and what he's done. He's closing in on his 300th win as a college basketball coach, 36-10 over the last 2 years at Louisville, as there's a missed layup by the Cardinals. Offensive rebound eventually grabbed down by the big man Zugaris, and he will go to the line to shoot two. He's 3 for 5 on the season. Rest of the main assistants, Brian Cloman, Ronnie Hamilton, Thomas Carr, Mike Cassidy, all assisting. Louisville head coach Kelsey, as Zugaris makes the first free throw. Zugaris, 6'8". He played soccer till he was 15 years old, which is obviously probably the first option for many. As I mentioned, you might not see Fru on the court, but Fru just got an offensive rebound. So he is still out there. And Money Williams will grab down a missed three-pointer. Kind of, I don't know how much I would want Fru out there right now. Kepley floats this one up and in. I mean, he's a key big, and maybe just trying to get the legs a little bit warm and make sure he's ready to play conference play. Will obviously be needed at this point in the contest more, but as this one goes out off the Grizz, going to be an inbound under the hoop with 3:11 to go. It's just the end of a 33-point margin game. I'm not having any starters out there. You see Woolley just check out. 3:11 left in the contest, 85-52. Fru goes for 20 points, can't get it to go on the layup, And a rebound goes to Hicks, who will push it up the floor. It's interesting when you think about Zougaris, who right now is guarding Hicks, playing soccer till he was 15, which is the most popular sport in Greece. But certainly that's a changing tide. I mean, you got to think the effect that Giannis Antetokounmpo has had on basketball in Greece. And funny enough, Zougaris actually played with and against Giannis Antetokounmpo because he's played for the senior team, the Greek national team. And obviously just in general playing in the different youth programs and everything like that, the age difference as a foul will come, and Louisville will have 2 free throws by way of Kenai Ruths. But just in general, the Antetokounmpos as a whole, but certainly Giannis and the effect that they have had on Greek basketball, you're maybe seeing it with a guy like Vagelis Zougaris. 2 shots coming from Kenai Ruths, 69% free throw shooter, and he makes the first, 86-52 in favor of the Cardinals. Again, pregame show coming up very shortly for the Montana Grizzly football game. One of 4 FCS teams still playing. Offensive rebound after a missed free throw, and it's McNeely, another starter, still out there. And he nails a 3. It's 89-52 Louisville. Kepley heads it to Money Williams. Williams can't get the three-pointer to go. It's been an off night for Money Williams, just 4 points, and they have all come by way of free throws. As Kepley with it. Kepley goes past Zougaris and gets it over the Greek big. Timeout called by the University of Montana. A 30-second timeout called by head coach Travis DeCure right now. The Grizzlies down by 35 at the hands of Louisville, and there was 15 minutes of really back and forth good defense ball played by Montana before Louisville took control of this contest. And overall, I think if you are a Grizz fan, you know the pedigree that Travis DeCure has. You know the pedigree that traditionally the University of Montana has. And you got to say it's all going to be all right because of just in general how DeCure prepares these guys for conference play. Certainly you're a little bit worried after the Montana Tech loss on Wednesday. But the win over North Dakota, the win over UNLV, you know that this team has the potential to really do some dangerous things. 2 minutes to go, ball inbounded. McNeely still on the floor. Frew is still on the floor, so at least 2 starters out there, which is interesting to see with 2 minutes to go in a 35-point game. This ball almost taken away by Hicks. Kicked out, three-pointer on the way from Pryor. Can't get it to go, and it's out of bounds off of Frew, who was manhandling Connor Dick right there as Dick was working as hard as he could to box him out. But the 6'3", Connor Dick didn't stand that much of a chance against a 6'11", Sanandu Frew. Chase Henderson, the redshirt sophomore at Des Moines, Iowa, checking in now. Hicks looked like he came off a little bit grimacing there, and I'm still looking down, seeing him at the bench, and he looks like he's in some pain. I think it might have just been getting hit in the wrong place. Hopefully that is the case. Connor Dick with it. Kepley. Dick will try for 3. Can't get it to go. Aguino, who hasn't been much of a factor in this game. I think if you're looking for other names that this conference schedule will be contingent upon as we get a substitute timeout taken by Pat Kelsey. He just wants to get the starters off the floor now, as you're going to see hometown kid Cole Sherman from Louisville, Kentucky check in here at the end of this contest, as well as a couple others, including Will Hankey, who's also a hometown kid. Both went to St. Xavier High School. Sherman, though, did transfer from Northern Kentucky. And speaking of, Sherman will try for 3, and he airballed it. The crowd wanted that one bad for him. He'll try again from 3, and that time he gets it. He made the adjustments, and the hometown Louisville crowd loves it. 92-54, as Louisville will now see Grant Kepley kick it out Connor Dick, the hometown kid for the Grizz, of course. Cross court looking for Caden Betts out of Pueblo, who's onto the floor now. Shot missed, and with under 30 seconds to go, that will do it for this contest. Never mind. With no shot clock, Will Hankey still wanted to get in on the action, and so Hankey puts in a bucket to make it 94-54, a 40-point margin. Kick out 3 on the way. It's an error.